We now return to Let's Play SimCity. We can see that there's a lot of demand for expansion, in particular here though. I'm looking forward to these guys building up just a little bit. It might behoove me to add sort of medium density, maybe all over the place actually, and just have it cut off on this road back here. Kind of crap. What is this? See this thing moving around? That is came from Yes Already Bridal. That looks somewhat futuristic. Is that just me? Is that a future truck? It's hard to tell. There are future cars here. Why are there future cars here? Hold on. Where'd you come from? Looking for a better career from Gaz Kondo. Well, of course, that makes sense now. That is totally a hover truck. Interesting. Delivering freight. Okay, so it did come out from out of town. Cool. I actually do like that a lot. That's pretty interesting to me. Anyway, where are we at? Almost to an actual city hall here. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. And I think that'll help just kind of keep all of this, because it's not like I'm going to keep any of this low density. Upgrade roads to increase density. Well, let's do that then. We'll just do that right now. Okay. Get it all the way out here. Because this is now medium density. Hold on. Okay, there. There goes the cord from my headphones. So I do want this all to be higher densities. I do. Like all of it. Big stinking factories. But that means then that we're going to have to pretty much work on getting the community college up and ready. So that's something else that we now need to work on, is getting see, by doing this, though, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot because I've already got a large amount of jobs. Alright. Probably won't expand this neighborhood too much beyond medium density. So as is, it'll stay like that. Anyone ready to go here? Almost. Gotta speed this up a little bit, but now I think we need to start looking at the shoreline, because now I need to start thinking about where I'm going to be putting in casinos and the like. This is something. I do want to put that train station in, but man, I don't know. Anyway, I had determined that this is where I wanted to go, as far as I'd wanted to go with this. So that kind of looks alright, because I think that would be too much of a loop. Or maybe not. That actually loops in there really nice. But the angle at which it loops kind of prevents me from continuing on along the shoreline. So I think we'll do that. Let's get... Shoot. Well, now it's going to be different because... Well, okay, I guess it doesn't matter because we can just drag this, so say here for now, and then as we get into here, we just... Wow, that looks awful. What the hell happened? There we go. A little bit better. That means that this side, well, this side's going to be denser anyway. How far does that have to go? quite a bit, actually. So it's really not going to allow me to put anything down there by way of, well, anything, actually. I might have to come in from here and go to, like, here. Because I'm just looking, if I want any high density anything along the edge, the water's edge there, it's going to require at least this much space. So that's something to consider, actually, if I want anything along the shoreline. I'm kind of already preventing myself from doing that. I said I'd wanted the road to be along there, though, didn't I? In which case, we could actually come down one, because to do that, we'd literally be building right along there. If I took this, so this is where we'd be crossing over, and it would literally run along that side. But it would look better, I think, coming to here and then kind of scooping out this way. This is not, once again, we're listening to the All That Jazz soundtrack for City Skylines. This doesn't really seem like jazz to me. It's nice and funky, but it's definitely not what I think of when I listen to jazz. And I do listen to jazz. It's gonna kind of make it weird no matter what we do, really. This at least makes the road narrow into something semi-normal. Now, again though, the angle of that is bizarre because it just angles too weirdly for my taste. Because it wants to, I still want to come down in here because, you know, so we gotta be like here, which means really we need this to come all the way to the end of the road here and then just angle it up. Because it's not gonna work. Unless I pull one here. Nah, that's just gonna be weird. Okay. Still think that looks weird. Why? Just why? I don't like that either. Alright. Let's do a thing. It's pretty much going to come to there. Okay? And this is where we need this to be. That is not at all. Maybe I should just straight up attach it from here. I mean, if I went back in here and we attached it back to this intersection, which it kind of would, you know what? This was the solution all along. Well, actually, if I have it dead end like that, that would look okay, I think. We could get a fancy little bridge out there on the shoreline. I wanted this to be more like a... Okay, that's how we'll do it. Not so sure I'm a huge fan of it, but it does kind of ride along the shoreline there, and that's kind of neat. And as buildings build here, it'll build up, so that could be fun. I don't know. not going to work at all, is it? Too close to an existing intersection. Okay. Well, I mean, we can work with that. We'll just get rid of this. Abandoned buildings already. And then it'll just sort of be kind of long. You know, it'll work. It'll look kind of weird for a while, but it'll work. Abandoned buildings, you say? Oh, many of them. Okay, let's pause before we lose any more of these, because now I've got to come in here and deal with this missing park. There's a worker shortage by thousands because of what we've just done here. Now, if these freaking apartments would play ball with me, that'd be great. But they're not doing that. So, anyway, we gotta get moving on this. So, what are we gonna put in here? Because now I'm kind of run out of a lot of good things. Large park, of course, will not fit. None of these large parks fit. We already tried this, didn't we? It'll fit in the back here, but that's not really helpful to me. We put in more sports parks. I wish something like this would fit in there, but it doesn't. I hate the lack of variety here. Really, it's kind of bad. So we get to put in more of these, or we get to put in more of these path park type things. We'll have to be pulling this back. I don't know how much bleed we're going to get over there. We're going to find out, I suppose. Maybe I could put this wavy park. Well, we've already got a wavy park, though, right? Where's this thing? Yeah, it's wavy. So let's put in this god-awful flower nonsense, which will be right here. That's definitely getting some bleed over there. So why don't we just put it along here? Okay, I like that. And then look at the land value again. So it didn't do that entirely. Just leery of putting too much in. What about something sporty? Put in another skate park. I wish there was more options than boring skate parks. They're really boring. Guess we can put this in. We can still put this in. It just severely limits what I can put in otherwise. I don't know how well that's going to help, actually. So let's put in just a big old field. Head back over to here. And just, boy, that's super lazy. Just put that back in. But, yeah, fine. Can we put in a tree strip? We cannot put in a tree strip. So, how's that? It does add land value out here, which is helpful. So we got kind of a dog park area, regular park paths, whatever. Another patrol car lot? Will do. No problem. Okay. Big residential demands yet again. I'm hoping that we can start forcing these stupid things to evolve, seeing as how that they are like right there. I don't know what we're waiting for. These guys are not happy. They will be soon, I would think. Is that what this is going to take? We need to go to school, or... They really shouldn't. I mean, they're right there. Their needs are being met, right? Aren't they? I mean, are they? Top 3 school bus stops and have them attend high school in a neighboring city. That means the bus stops, or the buses, have to come here, right? Now, is that actually going to be a thing, or... I don't know. I don't know what these guys are waiting on. One way to find out, I suppose, is residential. Low wealth. People keep dying, it's horrible. Too many injuries. So... medium wealthers don't like that their kids can't go to school, so they're annoyed by germs. So basically, what everybody's saying is that we need more ambulances. Yeah, we'll put it like that. Kind of facing out. And now maybe we can keep track of unhealthy people. Oh good, hey, look at this. We are starting to get some of the commercial that I desire. Department stores and whatnot. That's good. That's good. Right as you enter into downtown Siminico. I'd like those to build up though. Be a fan if they did that. But anyway. Well, I mean, I guess I can still... I don't really want... Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. Couple tiny... There we go. Yay! It's all coming together finally. We've forced them to come together. It's good. So we'll see how well this actually develops and do something that I want. And because of the way I've set the streets, they look to be... positioning themselves properly, so they'll all be facing out onto this road rather than some weird crossing and all over the place. I like that. I like that a lot. That'll be very good. As far as that's concerned, why don't we go ahead and upgrade this density as well. Okay. And so now we just kind of have a loop there. I like that. And in fact, let's just finish the loop. Okay. Works for me. So, we definitely need to be considering tech levels. Because we can't keep having this crap. It's not only bad for land value, it's bad for health. And in particular, air pollution not too bad, ground pollution is abysmal. I like this. This is definitely working out pretty much how I'd hoped. And it does look like this is causing a little bit of bleed. I like that. I would like it better if it bled any kind of low wealth. We might just have to put parks and whatnot. Like the low wealth parks, like a barbecue pit or something. Hey, we're ready. We're ready. Now, Jiminy Christmas, what now? Our cells are at their limit. Well, we can only put in one, and we may as well just have to go this way, right? Now, actually, can you build in... One thing I'm not entirely certain of is, can you build in these on top of each other? If I build here, that might be close enough that I can put a park strip on the other side of it, adding to the wealth of this neighborhood. Not that we really need to do that, seeing as how it probably already... No. Probably already... Oh, it won't even fit there anyway, because it's too narrow, because of the way the thing... Well, never mind that, then. But you know, I've had my buildings sort of sitting, like, right next to each other for so long. Let's go ahead and have it stick out. Make it a little bit different. Yeah. Any others? Oh, I can. Okay. Well, in that case... But it's got to be right next to the building. Okay. Well, that, whatever. I mean, that works. And Town Hall. Ready to become a City Hall. Yeah, since these are going to be kind of higher risings, we'll go ahead and do it. For the purposes of role-playing, I could have, since I've got enough city halls with all the add-ons amongst all my other cities, I suppose you can, in theory, just keep your city hall down, and that kind of allows you to just have your little town hall in maybe your outskirt industrial towns. I could totally do that, actually. I could go in and delete those and keep my main cities, my 4 main cities, kind of in City Hall, and then I can make my industrial towns their town hall just for looks. We'll probably do that at some point in this series if I ever want it to end. I'm gonna have to go in and basically take a moment and finish each city, especially Gazconda, because that's kind of the whole point of the series. I've actually had second thoughts about how we're doing Gazconda as well. So I'll probably just do like a split city instead of... I kind of wanted it all shining towers and spires, kind of how we're dealing with Able City, but I think instead we're going to do a split, half and half. So we'll have sort of some industrial along the back side, and yeah, I think it'll look alright. But again, now that I've got 7 cities along here, I'd like to finish them up. I'm having second thoughts about Coal City too, or Coal Town. I was trying to keep the towns sort of out of the high-rise, high-tech industrial stuff. Just keep them kind of normal. But I think in particular, since Coal Town is doing so well, I think we'll just put a Omega-Co faction in there, and then franchise, not faction. And then we'll get that sort of built up. What is your deal? Closed because it needs workers. Well, yeah, it does. I was hoping that this would sort of take care of that. It's clearly not. These are building up, but they're not building up properly. Burning off some energy just by running around his house? That's actually kind of funny. Look at that, look at that. Oh. That's what they were waiting for, I guess. They were just like, oh my god. That's pretty funny. Well, good. It is actually working how I'd wanted it, though. We're forcing them to evolve, which is good. Because that's the only way we're really going to impact this at all. Which works for me. Slowly we'll get there. It will naturally take its toll. We don't really need to deal with any of this right now. I think we're doing alright. No huge expenses. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. It's going to be a slow burn for a while, but it'll do it. It'll do. The densities for these have all gone kaput, though, because these have built in. So, we definitely do not need to worry too much about dealing with our commercial demands. We have still got an enormous amount of low density, or low wealth, excuse me, demand, again because of Jorbs. But that's going down, and we do actually now have some demand for some high wealth. So, maybe it's time we start pushing the city south, or, hold on, east, as the case may be. Moving the city east, and we'll get it kind of going there. Yeah, that'll work. I don't imagine anything useful will ever build up along here. And in fact, I'm probably going to end up... Gee, my knees. Hold on a minute. Sorry for the possible microphone noise that is causing. I'm going to have to clip that to my belt. Pocket. Anyway, as I was saying, we're probably going to tear out a lot of this stuff anyway, because this is where we're going to have to start putting in... well, casinos, amusement parks, etc., etc. In fact, let's find out where the first casino can actually fit. Definitely there. Yeah, but you see how much room it actually requires? It doesn't fit within these little grids, which is unfortunate. So we might have to rethink how we're doing the whole bottom end here. In fact, I think probably just tear this out at certain intersections and just have big chunks. Culture, attractions, theme parks, enormous. I mean, it doesn't even fit within the confines of that, so like we're just gonna have to have big chunks of down by the ocean, seafront property, theme parks. I can only imagine how that's going to shape the land around here, because that's going to look awful. But maybe we can make it work. Now, what am I doing over here? I kind of want to run a medium density road all the way up here. connect it up to there. Kind of leery of doing that though, because like I said, I do want some of these high wealths to be normal and not high density. I don't know. Anyway, this is all working out well except for this crap. So we're gonna have to think about putting in a community college somewhere too. How's that for spacing? It would actually fit along one of these if I decided to tear out some roads for a block or two. And that might actually work. We could put a community college right here on the side of sort of the downtown area. I will be putting... See, actually, as far as shopping goes, we've got plenty. We could maybe use one high wealth shopping center, and that might actually be something where we start putting that over here. This will be the beginning of the high wealth shopping, since that's where the condos will be and all that, or medium wealth, I should say. Excuse me, medium wealth. Yeah. So this part of town is pretty much good. I'm actually very pleased with that. But now this is where it's starting to make me nervous, because this is where I'm going to have to decide. Okay, excuse me. What do I want for my town as far as well, schools, as far as attractions, as far as casinos, as far as theme parks and all the good stuff, including potentially putting in landmarks, the stadium. All this fun stuff takes an enormous amount of space, and since I've not been playing with them, I'm kind of unused to the amount of space it will take up. It seems to take quite a lot. So that might impact where I'm putting my other buildings. You know, my my high wealth stuff. And I don't imagine we're going to have too many high wealths. We really oughtn't anyway. Casino just earns from gambling, oh, because it's an HQ, of course. Medium and low wealthers, medium high wealthers, sleek casino. The Roman-like casino, all about medium and high wealth. The elegant casino. See, I don't know what the footprints of these are. To get this, I need to plop a casino and earn 52,000 from gambling. So we'll be putting in this crap. Probably along this side. We want the nicer things to be like right along this, in the middle of town. Yeah, oh man. So I'm going to have to visualize this a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We've probably got a pretty good handle on our industry. I mean, we've got way too many jobs as is. I could probably start destroying some of these, really, if that was becoming an issue. They do seem to have enough people, though. I mean, that's industrial happiness, is freight shipments are profitable. They're not complaining about workers, although clearly they're not purely happy about that, and I'm sure they do have a little bit of an issue going on there. We do need some water now. That's a big problem. Not too big a problem. I mean, I can just plunk down more water towers everywhere, and that's how we'll do that. Alternatively, I'm sure we can purchase quite a bit from somebody else. So, okay, well, anyway, I am going to end this one here. I will see you next time.